Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of This Could Get Weird. I am Adam Stone.
And I'm Adam Blow.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Sort of.
McGee.
He is broadcasting live via satellite from Fort Worth, Texas.
Fucking high tech in this shit.
I know, right? We're doing a live radio.
Close enough.
We're doing this over a friend's Vint server for now until we can figure out something maybe better. So bear with us. Adam B might sound a little teeny like he's over a phone, but he's using a microphone of some sort. I'm still using the pro mic. He's using a gaming headset, so forgive the kid.
Yeah, he's all fancy. I've gone back to fucking basic.
Yeah. He might cut in and out a little bit here and there, and that's just the internet doing what it does.
Holy shit, speaking of the internet, you know how in Oklahoma there's unlimited internet and all that? You can just do all you want.
Yeah.
There's a fucking cap down here. There's a limit to how much internet you can have monthly, and that confused the shit out of me.
Really? What do you mean by limits?
Like the internet plan my dad is on has, I think it's like 150 gigs a month, and that's it.
What the hell?
And I'm like, what does not compute? What the fuck is this?
They're billing you for internet time? What the fuck?
Ah, no. I was so frustrated.
So would you get like the max plan or something?
No, we're still on his plan, but believe it or not, I've cut back a lot on YouTube. I don't internet as much as I used to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's sad. I spend more
That's
time on
kind of
Facebook.
wow. That's kind of weird and surprising.
Yeah, it's different.
Oh, I bet. I mean, you're used to sitting your ass on Netflix and YouTube all day and traversing the internet, and now you're just traversing Facebook. Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of a drop, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, even I know when to get off of Facebook and look at other crap. Like I've been actually catching up on Doctor Who lately and playing new games and writing, doing a lot of writing lately too.
Oh yeah, how's that story of yours coming along?
It's shaping up pretty well. I've got a lot of principal ideas down. My big problem right now is I get too far ahead of myself and I have to stop and backtrack and go back to the story I'm originally writing. I'm thinking way too far ahead rather than thinking in the moment of the actual story I'm writing for that book.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's confusing, but in the long run it works.
So yeah, my new shift in bakery, 11 to 8 o'clock. It's it's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not you're not overnights anymore. You're a daytime person now. Ooh.
I'll tell you what, it has its perks being daytime.
Oh yeah.
Like I really do hate to admit it, but my last store I was in before I transferred really did something good for me after of those 6 years of me working there. Just of them beating into my face, you have to work faster because you're always gonna be behind. Just go, go. And so now I still have that mentality when I go to my day job, and now I'm the quickest fucking one there, and I can't slow down.
Huh. Yeah. They're still doing that too. So I could see how basically you're built to bust your ass and work as hard as you can, and it's like training to like do a lot of powerlifting, and then you go in, and then all of a sudden you go from deadlifting 500 pounds to deadlifting 200, and that's nothing.
Yeah, 'cause this is how my shift goes. I go in at 11, and from like 11 to 3, which is my lunch, all I'm really doing is packaging bread and stocking a little bit on the floor.
Oh my god, that's it?
Yes, from 11 to 3, that's all I do basically. And then after lunch, come back at 4 o'clock, and from 4 to 8, I have to clean the entire back area of my section, which is actually smaller than I thought it was. It's about the size of imagine the pets and paper area where you been. Just stretch it out in one long line. That's about as much as I have to clean.
Damn, dude.
I have 4 hours to do it. I get it done in one, and I have nothing to do for the rest of the day. And then the boredom fucking hits.
Wow. That's wow. Damn it. I might switch to daytime pretty soon because I mean, well, I'll lose money if I do that. But still, yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I
uh,
lost a fucking I lost a fucking $1.60, man.
holy crap. So you're back to being like a year or two ago.
Yeah. Oh, and this fucking pisses me off to no end. I found out that at this store, they're oh fuck, I forgot the word. The yearly eval. You know
Yeah.
how ours does 10 cents average for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what the minimum for this store is? Fucking 40 cents.
What?
Yeah, the minimum increase is 40 cents.
Wait, that's the same with our store.
No, 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 no. Our store, if you got an exceeds, you would get 40 cents. At this store, if
No,
you
you get
just
60 cents.
is it? Well, I got fucking ripped because I only got four.
Yeah, I remember getting Exceeds once, and I got like a whole 60 cents, which to a lot of people, that's like, what?
Well, I guess I just been getting ripped off all these years then.
Probably. We need to read the fine print.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's how they work, man. Fuck them. How they roll.
But yeah, it's like the first week I was 8 to 5, just kind of learning the basic shit. Then the second week they put me onto my evening shift. And the first day of me doing it, I cleaned everything up, had everything spotless by like 6. So I went up to my boss. Actually, my department manager left. He leaves before I do, so I had to go to
Damn,
my
it
man.
just left you.
Well, that's what he does. He like everybody's gone, and I'm by myself from like maybe 4 o'clock on. So,
Wow, so
yeah,
nobody's bugging you, nobody's chewing on your ass to do this
the
or
only
that.
people I have to worry about are random customers that just come up asking for sliced bread, and that's it.
Really, you get that a lot?
Yeah, it's maybe 2 to 3 times an hour.
Damn.
But I literally have no fucking supervision after lunch. And it is a weird
Damn.
feeling. Because, ours, they're always on your fucking ass. Whereas now,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I need someone to tell me what to do. I don't know what to do now.
So you can just fuck off the whole time if you wanted to.
Yep.
Holy crap, man. That's messed up.
The funny
I
thing
mean,
is, with as fast as I work and as fast as I know you work, I actually think you and I, just the two of us, could run the entire section.
yeah.
But they have one, two, three, four. They have 6 people there.
Holy crap. Is that like the whole time you're there, or is that just like each shift?
An average day from for my area is about 4, maybe 5 people, and I have to cover over 2 other people's jobs too because I work too fast. So I go and help them.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
No joke. I mean, damn. I mean, that would blow my mind. Is just be like, be done before they. How do they react to the way you work?
Oh, they're glad that I'm there helping them because just fucking pair of fast hands for.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, just because I don't really talk much to any of them. They just hand me something to do and I do it, just like been fucking programmed. Something in front of me, get it done as quick as you can.
Right.
So I can, yeah, I just fucking speed.
Damn. Good on you. You'll get it exceeds every time.
I freaking hope so. I'm actually on really good terms with my department manager and my boss.
That's good.
The there was this one girl who was training me during my first week, all the basics, and it was actually this week she transferred to another area because she was, I guess you could say, goofing off, and the department manager came back and said, "There's boxes that need to be thrown to the floor. I need you to throw this." So she went to the assistant manager and said, I can't work with this department manager anymore. Move me to another area."
What? Like that easy?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah, I think the store that I'm at now, the one you transferred from, is definitely, it's, I don't want to say cursed, but it's it's definitely fucked up. It's definitely all wrong in the aspect
Oh,
because wow, I'm speechless. That's pretty amazing though. What else you been doing besides baking bread and all that good stuff,
at work or outside?
or just in general?
In general, I've met up with an old high school friend, and he introduced me to some other friends, so I got my little circle now of people that I talk to.
Nice.
Yeah, and one of them introduced me into this LARP group. And for
Oh yeah.
all of our listeners that don't know what LARP is, you're probably a normal person. What LARP is people dressing up in costumes, and I guess you could say physically playing out a story. Kind of like, imagine D&D, but you dress as your character. That's what LARP is for everyone else.
Now, do you roll dice and stuff like that, or is it all just
None of
hitting
that.
each
Like,
other with?
let's say you want to be your rogue, so you're in your fucking sneaky getup, and I'm in my fighter outfit. I run up to you, I hit you with my foam sword, and whenever I make contact, I say 3 damage. And if you have armor, like your armor will take it. If you don't, you take 3 damage to your health of whatever that is. And if I drop you to 0 health, you have to actually lay down on the ground because you're bleeding out. Then I put my weapon on you and do like a killing strike just to kind of murder you.
I wonder how many actual fist fights have come about over shit like that. Because somebody runs up on some other guy like that, said, yells out 10 damage, bitch, and you're like, no, you can't do that. It says 3, and no, all my rules, motherfucker, 10 damage, and I mean, how do you keep someone from doing a fist fight in a situation like that?
Well, it's because the rules are pretty much set in stone, and you really can't fuck with them. So if there is a modifier, they'll tell you when they hit you. Like let's say I hit you, and my in a swing normally does 3 damage, but I hit you and I say 5. What I would do is I would say I would hit for I would say hit 3 and like 2 strength damage, so you would take 5 in total. So whenever
Uh
you hit
huh.
somebody, you have to say your modifiers with.
Oh, okay. You can't have bitch ass tactics of somebody claiming bullshit on the spot.
Yeah, so like me being a walking in as a newbie, I couldn't walk up to some fucker, hit him with my weapon, and say fucking 50 damage, you're dead.
Right. Huh. Yeah.
It's
Still,
gonna be
there's got to be
fucking
that one
cold too.
asshole. Oh no shit, dude! Because like right now it is 30 degrees here and it's steadily dropping. We're supposed to, by the time this podcast comes out, we're supposed to have ice and snow rolling in.
The weekend for me, it's down in Belton, Texas, and
Hmm.
Friday night is a 90% chance of freezing rain with 30 degrees. Saturday is 40% chance of rain with a high of like 28. And then Sunday is like 40 degrees.
Damn.
And I'm going to be sleeping in a fucking tent. It's going to get chilly.
Oh, you're actually gonna be tinting. I was wondering about that because you were not an outdoors guy. And I don't
I'm an
know how are you
outdoors
gonna cope
guy
with that.
now, apparently.
Holy shit!
Yeah, because what they
Wow.
have is it's a Girl Scout camp, and whenever it's not used, but yeah, give me them cookies. But
No shit.
it's 244 acres of just wood that they let us use whenever it's not used by the Girl Scouts. So it's kind of.
Damn.
And there's 3 cabins, and that's it. Really, there's an outdoor shower and like kind of a pit area for fires. But the area I'm staying in the base is called Tent City. It's southwest of the 3 cabins.
Uh huh.
So yeah, I'm gonna outdoors it.
Man, you're gonna have to get used to that, sir.
Nah, I think spending all my time in the dairy and frozen coolers has hardened my coldness a bit.
I don't know. This is a different kind of cold. This is cold, at least from the dairy coolers and the frozen coolers. You could step out for a minute and get warm real quick. Here, it's going to be constant.
I'm gonna buy some hand warmers and shove them on my giblet.
I also suggest, I also suggest that you bring some type of allergy medicine, like in huge bundles.
Yeah, I was gonna get like a Claritin or a Zyrtec or something just in case. Even though it is
Yeah.
winter and my allergies are less, never hurts to have.
No, no, it doesn't. Especially if you're playing this game in the spring, you're going to be fucking miserable.
Yeah, well, I plan on. I was actually considering that, and I might get like a bandana to cover like from my nose down or something.
That ain't going to help. I mean, if it's a zombie theme game, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Fallout era.
Cool.
And my
Yeah.
guy, me being the fucking nerd I am, the moment I think of LARP, I'm like, I'm going to play the Dwarf Barbarian because they're fucking awesome.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like,
I
then I
bet.
find out it's not a medieval LARP; it's a futuristic death zombie thing. I'm like, how can I transfer my dwarven barbarian into this era?
So what'd you
So
come up with?
there's this thing called strains, which are just different forms of humanity now that are because everyone's infected with the zombie virus. It's airborne, but there's different strains of humanity now that live on the world. And I guess you could say
Uh-huh.
the race I am, they're called natural ones, very tribe-like and close knit.
Huh.
And it's funny because of how hooked into technology I am. My class, I guess you could call it, is called primitive, and they shun fucking technology like the fucking Amish.
Oh, no shit.
So I'm going outside of LARP. I'm like hooked into the internet all the time. The moment I step into costume and go into that camp, I hate fucking technology.
That is fucking ironic.
No, it's amazing.
So yeah, on the outside, you're a huge technology buff. In your game, you're all like, "Fuck technology."
Basically.
Oh, way to step outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, that and being with so many random strangers at one point.
Yeah, yeah, that helps.
It's funny too
You're
because
in a,
I told my dad I was going down to do this thing over the weekend, and he's like, "When did you?" And he's like, "When did you meet the people that are taking you down there?" I'm like, "Oh, I met them last week." So he's like, "You're going down a 3-hour drive to an area for 3 days with hundreds of people with someone you just met." I'm all, "Yep, I didn't see a problem with it."
huh? Yeah, that is. It is weird because yeah, you being well, everybody in their own way is kind of antisocial, but yeah, you are stepping outside your comfort zone and stepping outside the box for a change.
Ain't
Stepping
no stepping,
outside
I'm
too.
fucking
That's what blows
jumping.
my mind. Yeah, you're jumping feet first, not even looking, and that blows my mind too because you're not an outdoors guy by any stretch of the imagination, and here you are camping. That's kind of mind-boggling.
Yeah, I am antisocial, indoors, allergy-ridden nerd. So what's the first thing you do when you get the chance? Go fucking camping for 3 days with 100 strangers who I have no idea who they are.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
But yeah, my costume is pretty much done. I just have to get my boots, and I'll be finished with.
Hell yeah.
Because my character is, because I tried to make him dwarven-ish, so he's from the mountains. So I got kind of a fake fur jacket thingy going on. So that's some bonus to keeping me warm.
That's cool.
Yeah, and funny thing is, you know how regular tabletop games have religions and all that shit in them.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, this game they have their own little sections of religion of humanity after the bombs.
Such as
There's these ones called tribes of the seasons for spring, summer, fall, and winter. It's very primitive religion. And then there's one called the nuclear family. I think
that's cool.
they're kind of like 50s thought process, kind of very family oriented.
Uh-huh.
Then those are the two I've really only read up on, but there's some other ones that about like the high and mighty and the rich people and all that.
One of the aristocrats and shit.
Yeah. So another thing niched on this list. Someone who doesn't do religion at all. I'm going to be joining a religion inside the LARP.
You're gonna be religious. Your character's gonna be religious, but step away from it. I don't want
Balls first is my motto.
to. Pretty much. Oh, yeah. Well, good on you. Best of luck to you. Would I personally do it? Probably not. It's the closest thing you can do to getting into a D&D campaign, I guess.
Oh, and I might be getting into a D&D campaign too soon.
I was waiting on that. What's up with that?
It's just some old friends, seeing if he has time out of work and family and shit.
Right.
But other than that,
Guess you
it's
can do
pretty
that.
much just the LARP and my new little circle of friends.
Yeah, how'd you find the LARP group?
Uh, there was one guy inside the circle that told me about it, because I was chilling at their house one day, because I was just fucking bored. This was during the vacation time, and I got stir crazy. So I went over to their house, and I just complained at how bored I was, and he's like, "Well, you should try this LARP thing. It's fucking awesome. It's once a month." And I'm like, "Sign me up. I've always wanted to LARP."
Yeah, I never do that.
Fucking yeah, man. It's like awesome D&D tabletop shit's going on, but in real life, in 3D.
In 3D. That is funny.
I have something I'd like to complain about.
Shoot.
Nuts are too fucking expensive.
Uh, I'm sure they are.
You know the
Not
average
much.
container of the Planters cans, the things that look like the can of cat foods, about that size?
Uh-huh.
I went to go buy some walnuts to take with me for the trip, because my guy, you know, my guy's food rations for going into the town was going to be beef jerky and walnuts. His kind of outdoors thing. A fucking small, tiny ass itty bitty cat can thing of walnuts, $7 fucking dollars.
Yeah, that's pricey.
I was pissed, so I had to get a regular fucking cashews. Dick.
Oh, I mean, I like cashews as much as the next guy, but yeah, you want to change it up every so often.
Also, it's the first game of LARP is fucking expensive.
What do you mean?
Just buying all the materials for your costumes and everything, getting
Oh,
everything in order.
yeah.
Because it's actually cheapest your first time to buy a ticket. It's only $45 to go in for your first time. Nope. No. $20. $20 your first time.
You actually have to pay to play?
Well, kinda. It's you pay to get in, and they use that money for like upkeep. They bring in some random food, some extra events to do there, stuff like that. All
Like
the money
games and
you,
stuff?
yeah, all the money you put in, they use to make the experience.
Uh-huh. So you're not just camping and making your own fun in between games. So you're not gaming the entire time? You're not in the game?
No, no, you're in game the entire fucking 3 days, from 9 p.m. Friday to I think it's noon Sunday. You are in character and you do not break it.
So basically, it's like being a Civil War reenactor for a weekend.
Yeah,
I could see how that could be fun.
it's just an easy way to go into your own little imaginary world and forget the troubles of the real life for a couple of days, really.
Yeah, I suppose. Plus, you camp out. Camping out is pretty.
I'd like to say, though, that everyone I've talked to so far in this group, they're really fucking nice and very charitable to each other. It's mind-boggling how nice these people are. I'm assuming simply because they're Texans, and a lot of Texans help each other out, but it's fucking crazy. I'm not used to this right
Yeah, you're used to being on your own.
now. Yeah, but I like talk to somebody. I'm like, hey, I don't really have enough money to buy my own tent, and I'm sure the cabins are full. And they're like, oh, that's okay. You can sleep in the tent with me. I'm all sweet.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh, yeah. So, you gonna be shacking up, or did you get your own tent?
No, no, I'm going to be splitting the tent with two other people.
How big is the tent, do you know?
It's supposed to hold 4 people, I think.
Ah,
But yeah, I got my
okay.
sleeping bag, and I'm going to shove hand warmers inside my sleeping bag while I sleep, which might not be a lot, but yeah.
You can stay warm. There's ways of staying.
They actually have these things where, called NPC shifts. Obviously, you know what it is due to its name because you've played games.
Right.
So what you do is when you sign up for the game, for your ticket, they give you time slots, and you pick one, and that is during those I think 3 or 4 hours you are an NPC. You dress up in black pants and a black shirt, and in this game you're either like a zombie or like a raider or something to keep the story going along in town.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. So my shift when I go down there is going to be Friday night, midnight to 4 a.m.
So what are you gonna be? Are you gonna, dude? You need to wear your fucking civilian shirt.
I was thinking about it, but I can't. It has to be a just a straight black.
Damn, that would be
No,
amazing.
it's like
Yeah,
just walk up
for the listeners.
civilian.
Yeah, for the listeners, Adam has a most awesome shirt ever. It's just all black shirt and in green lettering in hell are those marks called? Anyway, in like parentheses, it says civilian, and that's how he's identified. And if he could wear that shirt, that'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, man, I got shit for days. I got a freaking flask, hiking canteen or whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh yeah, canteen. Yeah,
Yeah,
keep your ass hydrated.
yeah. They're very strict on no alcohol and no drugs either, which I like.
That's good. That's a good idea.
Yeah, if any of the staff sees you with either object, you are immediately expelled from camp.
Wow. Yeah, that keeps the asshole factor.
Oh, yeah, and I also found out something about car batteries too this week or last.
Oh yeah.
I found out a car battery's life should only be about 3 years.
Yeah.
Guess how old mine was when it broke down last week?
Oh no. How much or how old?
My car battery was 7 years old when it died.
Oh damn. I thought you got a new battery.
Nope.
Huh.
That motherfucker was chugging along.
Apparently so. No wonder you have so many damn lights coming on in that thing. So what happened to your vehicle?
It was when I was out driving to a thrift store, and then I was going to go to Academies to look for costume shit. And when I stopped at the thrift store parking lot, that's when my car finally is like, no, I'm done.
So she's dead for good?
Yeah, the battery was just dead. It was impossible to recharge. So there was a AutoZone about half a mile down I had to go to and re-get a new battery and all that shit. I was outside in the 40-degree weather for about 5 hours.
Nice. Hey,
Yeah.
you were training for your LARP.
It was hardcore training. And I spent about $150 on a new battery and new cable thingies, but I can drive my car now.
Yeah, did it improve anything?
I have a car radio again.
Really?
It
Oh,
plays now because I have fucking electricity going through my car.
nice.
So now I get to listen to the fucking modern music. Ugh.
Oh, you poor thing.
Alright, so let me get this out anyways. I never watched, listened to, or had any intent to be anywhere near Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball song. But my radio's like, hey,
Uh-oh.
guess what we're gonna play because it's requested so much. So I'm like, alright,
Uh-huh.
fine. I'm like, alright. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna give this song a chance. So I'm listening. The first thought that crosses my head is, this bitch can't sing for shit. I can carry a better tune.
Well, the sad thing is, the song is all right. It's the video. It's like she's trying too goddamn hard to be provocative, I guess.
Uh, a lot of people
I don't
use
know. It's
auto-tune now.
annoying. Yeah, everybody does. Have you ever heard Britney Spears without auto-tune?
Back in the 90s.
Yeah, there's a video or something online of her and somebody downed her backing vocals, basically the dub over, and she sounds terrible. And this was a live show too, and she was just out of breath and just humming basically along, just mouthing the words, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you there's no real artist days.
Speaking of artist, there's that link I
Oh,
showed you.
yeah. Yeah, this son of a bitch posted this on my Facebook earlier today and says, "Hey, this is podcast material." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And I opened up the link, and it's a link to a Huffington Post article, and title is "Vaginal knitting is the latest feminist performance art, but does it open discussion, or close it?" I looked at this damn video that came with the article, and it's this Australian broad, and what she has done, she's taking wool, like a ball of wool, like for knitting, and inserted it into her vagina. And her project is she's gonna leave it in there, and for 28 days, just pull a little bit of it out and knit with it.
And
This is her
when I
project.
was, and when I read this, after I finished reading the article, the first thought that popped into my head is, so I can shove string up my ass and call myself an artist.
Yes, but that would be it'd be an extremely shitty sweater.
But
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
yeah,
Yeah,
in the article, the woman was saying that she's going to continue to do it even through her period because, like art
yeah.
shouldn't stop for menstrual cycles. And then another thought pops into my head, like imagine some guy wearing a scarf, and he looks down and is like, "Why is this scarf only half red?"
You know what's sick in the video is they have an up close shot of like a section of the scarf when they're talking about that, and you could see some menstrual blood on there.
I didn't even know
And
there was a video that came with.
yeah, yeah, you gotta watch the video, and she's just so damn spacey and want to be earthy. And what surprised me, it's on YouTube, and I guess because it is art of some sort, I don't know how they got away with it, but you could see pubic hair and all that. I mean, they get really close to showing that, and YouTube, has a no frontal nudity policy, and that was pretty damn close. It shocked
One thing
me,
that
but
really, one thing that really confused me was that it's just because it's called like new feminist art and shit like that, and I'm like, how does knitting a sweater from your vag make you a feminist or have anything related to it? It just confuses me.
it doesn't. It's just doing it to do it, just shocking. Get her goofy face out.
Well, I'm not shocked. I'm just questioning. It's like, why?
The article, the article says, meet Kathy Jenkins, the feminist performance artist, or craftivist, as she prefers to be known, taking the internet by storm with her latest work, Casting Off My Womb, where she spends 28 days knitting from her vagina. She says, "I'm spending 28 days knitting this from wool that I've inserted in my vagina," Casey explains. "Every day I take a new skein of wool that's been wound so that it will unravel from the center, and I stick it up inside me. Then I pull it out, the thread, and knit."
You know, it would have been more surprising, or I should say, better for art, is if when she stuck the wool in there, if she had like the baby inside of her, fucking knitting a scarf out. Now that's fucking art.
Now that would be impressive. That would be something else. Yeah, her excuse, if you take a good look, hard look at a vulva, chuckle, you realize it's just a bit of a body. There's nothing that is shocking or scary. Nothing that is going to run out and eat you up. Who the fuck says anything's going to eat you up from a vagina? Who said that? Honestly, what?
Ooh, I know people that say it, actually. You want to know?
Gay people?
Very flamboyant men.
That's what I just said. Gay people?
Very, yes. I know a couple of guys that actually said.
Really? We'll see. Yeah, I was right. Okay.
So
I
they
figured
just
as
interview.
much.
So they interviewed the gay men on this subject.
Well, no, they weren't interviewing anybody. That was her statement.
She needs to talk to some more people.
I mean, some hardcore guys out there, very straight people. I don't know any straight people that said, "Oh, that vag is gonna eat me."
It's gonna eat me.
Oh my God! Oh no, it's got teeth. No, nobody ever said
The
that
fucking
except for gay people.
the scene from Lion King with the fucking Pumbaa with the lions. She's gonna eat me.
Pretty much. Good God. Continuing, it says the performance hopes to be honest exploration of the female body and an unflinching demonstration of its capabilities. Casey admits that the knitting can be arousing at times and vows to not stop knitting even when her period comes. The performance wouldn't be a performance if I were going to cut out my menstrual cycle. Nobody asked you to even fucking do this. For starters, it's unhygienic.
I know
It
who's
can be
gonna buy that
very,
shit.
I don't know, and whoever is a fucking idiot. I would even display that in a museum. So she says, I hope that the people question the fears of the vagina, or, excuse me, back that up. I hope that the people question the fears and the negative associations they have with the vulva. This is all about the vulva? What? Come on. Looking for attention. What?
Yeah, it's just I see no real point in this at all.
No, I don't either. And like I said, she's just out for herself, just to say she's a feminist.
Did you happen to get any opinions from any of your female friends on the subject?
I did. I got a couple. One particularly from a friend in Seattle, Taryn. She hit me up right away the second I emailed it to her. It was hilarious.
Of course she did.
Because, in a manner of speaking, she's a feminist herself. And she knows what she's talking about because she's a microbiologist. And she allowed me to quote her. Thanks, Taryn. And I quote, that shit is gross and unhygienic. She will probably end up with some sort of infection. Plus, bodily secretions don't smell good after they are old. I wouldn't touch that shit. It's a biohazard. It's shock art being perpetrated by an idiot who wants attention. Most viruses don't persist for long outside the human body, but some, like Hep C, can hang around for ages. You don't know what she might be infected with.
Damn, that shit got dark.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's a microbiologist, and plus,
That's true.
she herself is a feminist, and she knows a thing or two about diseases, because that's all she works with most of the time.
Basically, she's too fucking smart. You're too fucking smart, Taryn. I said. Give me some of your smart.
Well, she is like Hermione, and a little bit of Daria from the show Daria. You ever see that show?
No.
You should. You might like it. But yeah, that's her opinion on the matter. And I got an opinion from a friend's wife, from Amanda Morrison, and she's a nurse herself, so she knows a thing or two. And yeah, basically she said it's not a brave step she's taking. I don't believe sexuality is taboo nowadays, either as a sexual manner or discussing a penis or a vagina. It's quite disturbing in the sense that it's so awkward. I guess maybe I don't understand what her point is, since it's not a taboo subject truly. She's just doing something that nobody has ever done before. She didn't explain that what her purpose was, or if she did. I totally missed it since I don't think she's anything special.
I think I've come up with, I guess you could say, the phrase that could describe this person. She, with this feminist artist, she is creative, but pointless.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, nobody's ever done it before. Nobody's, yeah, knitted a sweater from their vagina because it's fucking unhygienic. It's disgusting.
I
There's
think
no
just
purpose to
really
it.
the only question is just why? Like, what fucking went through your head to come up with that idea?
That's just it. I don't think there even is a purpose. She didn't even explain herself like, like these two said. She's just an idiot out for attention.
And she got it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's some say we're redonkulous. This twit would consider that even art. It's like, come on now, really? If that's art, then I'm gonna stick a paintbrush in my ear and paint like that and sell it for $100,000. Done.
Duh.
I probably will. I should. I'll get more done. Just not even looking at the painting, or when I'm laying down watching TV and painting with the side of my head. Just don't want to fall asleep and wind up with the paintbrush jammed into your brain.
See, I figured out a way to come up with millions. What I'm going to do is get 4 different colors of paint into buckets, stick an arm and my legs, one in each bucket, and then get a big white canvas. I'm going to have someone spin the twister thingy. I'm just going to try to play twister with paint. I'm going to sell it for millions.
Is that or down a whole color and then like stick your finger down your throat and just throw up on a canvas and then get another bucket down that, throw that one up.
Wouldn't that kill you if you drank the paint?
There's paints out there that you could that's non-poisonous, I'm sure. I mean,
Alright,
yeah,
somebody
I
needs to
think
go
so.
out there and drink paint and tell me how it goes.
Or watercolor. Just
No, no,
add
no, no,
dye.
no. This shit needs to be like Home Depot paint. I want someone to do this. I need a test. For science!
Latex or non-latex? Latex or non-latex?
Latex. Make this shit crazy.
Take the next step, coat the inside of your esophagus and your stomach if it even gets to your stomach. Making art bad for other artists. Stop it. Just stop it.
Just
Take the.
shh, just stop.
Shh, no, don't do it. Nobody gives a shit. And that's even obvious because, Amanda, she even posted it on her Facebook and asked a lot of her female friends, and within like 2 hours, not a single one said anything. So obviously, this woman's message doesn't affect anyone. Either that, or people think it is too taboo to talk about something like that. Maybe her point is gotten across that nobody wants to talk about that.
I talk about.
Oh, I'm talking about it.
We breaking borders talking about this shit.
Breaking my brain trying to figure out why. There is no reason why. She's just a stupid twit who shoved a ball of fucking wool up her pussy. Excuse me, ladies. And I'm going to knit it a scarf. And I'm going to be provocative about it. And you're going to talk about it. And here we are. We're talking about it. You're welcome. Congratulations. You win. Now, throw that damn scarf in the incinerator and go about your business. Go create some real art. Because there's no way in hell that biohazard is going to sit in front of people and people are going to shake their head and go, oh, it's so magnificent. Oh, it's such a statement. My God. No. Just burn the damn thing. It's waste. It's medical waste. It's not art.
Oh, I found out some new information to log away in my brain.
Uh-oh.
It hurts when you sandpaper yourself.
Yeah.
Did not know this. I was sandpapering some jeans, and I went right off the jeans and onto my hand. That shit fucking hurts.
Yeah. You ever try, like sandpapering your fingertips?
No, because after this experience, I'd rather not do that.
It's good to get rid of dead skin. Just do it at a certain point. Why do you think they make emery boards? Basically, sandpaper, only a lot smaller. It's for
Mm.
getting rid of dead skin and filing nails and stuff like that. Like a pet egg. You ever heard of those?
Yeah, the metal cheese whiz things.
The cheese, yeah. All it is a cheese grater that keeps the dead shavings. It's mainly for your feet. I used to have one and it worked great. I used to use it on my fingertips. I need it actually because my fingers are so fucking dried out right now from being in the coolers. But yeah, you could use sandpaper too. You could use it on the bottom of your feet, the calluses off and whatnot. That's what I did with the callus on my hand. I had for a long time. At the base of my fingertip or my fingers. I used to have nasty, real thick calluses, and I took some sandpaper and a pet egg to them bitches one day, and now they're barely even noticeable.
Silky smooth.
Almost, yeah, yeah. And no matter how
But
much
yeah,
I lotion,
fucking
though.
sandpaper eats through jeans like nothing else. I was surprised.
Why were you sanding your jeans?
That's for my costume. Shit has to look old and worn.
Huh. Well, they make old and worn looking stuff now. Just go to Abercrombie and Fitch and pay
Yeah, but
50 to
that
60
shit costs a
bucks.
lot of money. Yeah, Walmart, $12 for jeans. Do it myself.
Well, I mean, even Walmart sells that shit of
Yeah, but
jeans
they
that
only
are
sell
worn
it in
out.
hipster size. I'm not hipster size.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
But
You
yeah,
don't like that.
if it was funny because when I was working on my shirts, I got two white shirts I was working on, and if you'd have seen me while I was working on the things, you thought I was fucking madman. Cause I'm in my dad's garage sitting on an old oil spot with these white shirts, and I have maybe like a foot long, very serrated steak knife in my hand, and I'm just fucking going to town on these shirts. Just
Anything for your art, huh?
yeah, and then after I was done basically murdering them, I then put them in a cookie jar full of coffee for 6 hours each.
You could have done something even better and just like take all your clothes and bury them in the backyard for a day or two,
Nah,
and
I
then
needed a quick results.
that would have got you quick results. It'd have been dirty and
I'm not
grungy.
allowed to dig anymore, though. I've been banned from digging since I was like 6.
Well, you're not 6 anymore, so
So it would be worse now if you give me a fucking shovel.
well, you have a purpose for digging, a real purpose anyway. You wouldn't be
So
digging
I'm
into
so,
China, though.
so once I'm done digging my tiny hole for my shirts, and then I dig a hole to China.
Sure.
Take one of their fucking shirts.
Hell, on Dirty Jobs, he went to a place where all they do is dirty up shirts.
I
Remember?
saw that
It was in
episode,
Hawaii.
but
It was like a certain type of volcanic dirt that they throw in washing machines to stain these shirts. That's what you
it's
could have
actually
done with.
really
Oh, yeah.
it's really
Your dad
close
would
to
have loved you
the
for that.
same. It's really close to the same material as the red dirt in Oklahoma.
Yeah, yeah, because it's so close. Yeah, all you could have done was throw some dirt in a bucket of water and then throw it in your clothes and let it sit for a day or so and let it stain and then properly wash them afterwards. That's what you could have done too.
Yeah, I was following. It was an idea from someone else that's done something like this because I
Uh-huh.
actually found a video on YouTube on how it's called distressing, making it look old and shit, and I found a tutorial. And this tutorial, oh my god, is you had to have so many fucking different materials. You needed like 3 different pairs of rubber gloves for your hands so you couldn't get this shit on your skin. I think I'll just stick with the coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
That,
So
and
how'd
it's
it turn out?
hilarious to see somebody's reaction as they walk in, as my dad walked into the kitchen and saw just a cookie jar just full of 2 white shirts and coffee. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" I was
The
like,
hell?
It's stuff I need. Don't worry about
It's like, damn, you left and came back even weirder before.
it. You should have seen his reaction when I asked him if he could take me to a taxidermist.
He was
Because
probably wondering, what the fuck?
Because I wanted to get like a skull to put on the shoulder of my outfit, just a little tiny one. And I was like, Dad, I need you to take me to a taxidermist because I don't like highways. And he was all, I didn't know you liked that kind of stuff. And it's like, no, no, it's not what you think. I don't. It's not why I'm going to a taxidermist. I need to buy a skull.
Right.
And he's like, you think I'm going to let you buy a fucking human skull in this house? I'm like, no, 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 I don't want a human skull. An animal one, kind of tiny. Turns out that
What'd
shit's
you
really
wind up
expensive.
getting? Oh, yeah?
Like a basic fox skull, which is the one that most people had, it's like $80. I'm like, fuck that.
So what'd you wind up getting?
Nothing.
Oh, so you have no fancy skull for your costume?
No. I was thinking about going to the mall and stopping by one of those hoity-toity shops and getting like one of those little fake like claw necklaces or something. I don't know.
Well, hell, just go to like a craft store or something. It's Texas. They have fake ceramic-looking skulls and shit. Yeah, and you can just kind of doctor it yourself. Just drop it once, and whatever's left, just throw it on your costume.
Oh, I had such a good inside my mind mental laugh last Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, I was over at my old friend's house. We were doing Thanksgiving then, and and you know this my friend's family is fucking huge. It's just one of those big families, and we when I got there, one of the little kids had that little cardboard paper ring around the head with the feathers to be like the Indian and all that shit.
yeah.
And the and the grandma was like, now is like I forgot the kid's name. He's like, now remember, what does the Indian sound like? And they go, oh. And the first thought in my head is fucking Elijah doing.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, that doesn't work at all.
Oh, my God, yeah. I was like, oh, no.
So the little kid's just sitting there doing that, running around. I'm sitting in my head just cracking up. I'm like, oh my god.
It's like, that is so fucking racist, kid. I triple dog dare you to do that when you're like 20 on a reservation.
No.
Right in the middle of a goddamn powwow. Ooh.
Shit. Could he make it to the center of the powwow?
That would be the test right there. And then pulling that off, and if you get away, I would give them $1,000,000.
Survivor Man, the real game.
Oh shit, right? Oh, that's amazing. So yeah, B's back, folks.
Well,
And yeah, he's gonna be broadcasting live from Texas from now on. And hopefully he can put up with the teeniness of over internet sound. We'll try to fix that in the future. Hopefully. But yeah, this week, let's see, what have we learned, Adam?
art's not art anymore.
No, especially when it comes out of things of people's body. I'd be better off just shoving string up my nose and then knitting with that and pulling it out and stuff.
Dude, I don't think you could actually do that. I think just your natural reaction to sneeze that shit out wouldn't work.
Well, no, they're those people that shove stuff up their nose and then, like, pull it through their sinus or septum or something like that. No, not the septum, but yeah, through their sinus and pull it out of their mouth and do that floss thing. It's like, ugh. You could probably pull it off.
Maybe.
It'd be tricky. Either way, it's point is, it makes no fucking sense. Don't do it.
Don't.
Don't do it. Unless you're a LARPer, and that's what your character does.
Don't do it.
Knitting sweaters for everybody. Sitting around knitting sweaters out of their vagina.
During the winter.
Oh, God. That would be some hardcore role-playing.
It's like, I made it. It was going to be a scarf, but it's so cold I made you a sword.
Okay.
You knitted me a sword?
That's a hardcore veg.
It's cool. The sword does +5 disease damage on contact.
Oh, I'll take it. Let me go get my rubber gloves. Pop somebody upside the head with that. Ugh. Well, anyway, so, yep. Adam's back, bringing tidings of LARPing and vaginal sweaters.
You know, like you do.
True, true, true. But what kind of podcast would be called This Could Get Weird if we did give you something weird?
True.
So yeah, we're back in business, folks. Oh, and everyone, yeah. Speaking of one last little thing, how was your Thanksgiving, sir?
It was good. On the actual day of Thanksgiving, I went out to go to the movies with my dad. How about you?
I spent time with my family, ate, hung out for a little bit, went back home, went to sleep, and every year we always have the Black Friday experience, and we didn't do it this year because our store is, super big corporate store that decided to launch their sales early. Instead of having an actual Black Friday, it was more of, fuck it, just get out of your houses and walk off, let turkey ate, and come hang out with us. Don't hang out with your family and do nothing and watch football and eat pumpkin pie. Come to us. We'll give you a deal. Wait in line and fist fight each other and hit each other with tasers. Try to stab each other over, a $500 50-inch plasma LCD LED super hybrid television that normally cost $600. Save $100. Fist fight each other over that. Don't hang out with your family. Don't sit at home.
I was actually really bored that day. It was the last 2 hours of my shift. I was guarding the DVDs, and they just told me, "You stand here and watch these." And I'm like, I can't stand here. So for the last 2 hours of my shift, I was walking in a fucking circle.
You're good at that.
Yeah,
like
that's
a
really.
Sentry.
Yeah.
So you're basically playing like a sentry. They should have gave you like an actual rifle with a bayonet. That way it looks like you're doing something. I wouldn't have.
I should have just. It's funny because I was underneath my my blue shirt was my you know how I wear the 2 shirts to work now.
Uh-huh.
And underneath it was my elite shirt. I was so thinking about taking off the blue shirt, just having the elite one, and just walking around.
Yeah.
It's like, don't fuck with
Don't aggro him. Yeah. You got the random, wild nerds. Dude, don't aggro him. Are we level enough? No, man. We got no heals, so don't aggro the motherfucker. I'm gonna try it. Don't do it.
It's like, do the whole fucking Metal Gear. Wing! Found him!
Yeah. Walk around, yeah, and carry one of those or a question mark whenever you see somebody looking at something. Question. Look over with a big question mark lit over your head to help you.
That was actually the only time I would stop walking in a circle, is if anyone got within like a foot of my little section of DVDs, I stopped and just stared at them.
creepy enough. You still got your beard too, right?
Hell yeah, I still got my beard. I ain't getting rid of that thing. It's beautiful.
Do you wear a net over it in bakery?
Nope.
Really?
All I have to
Remind
do
me
is
not to
wear a
order
all I have to do is wear a hat.
like a baseball cap.
Yeah, they gave me the hat with the little logo on it and all that. I'm like, I guess I could wear it.
Huh. Well, at least you got that. But I've seen other guys up at our store in the bakery, and they got the net thing over their beard.
Uh-huh. No one's told me to do it yet. I'm like, okay.
Wow. Well, I don't think yours is big enough or fluffy enough, but still. Huh. Oh well, to each his own. Yeah, speaking of which, you got to get up here in a few hours to go to work, don't you?
No, I go to bed in like an hour or two.
Oh, yeah? Well, we can
Yeah.
pot all night, folks, but fortunately, I got to cut this and send it out to the masses.
I mean, shit, if you want to putt all night, let's bring Batman back up into this section.
Oh, don't get me started on Batman. I could talk for hours on the bat, you know me.
But it is time that we wrap this.
Yeah, at least for this week, you know. Adam B's back, folks. So we got this thing down.
We're back to a weekly basis of updates for your listening pleasures.
Yeah, for your pleasure. Someone to think of a note to go out on? On.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's all
what
I
is
got.
it?
I don't fucking know.
Okay. Good enough. All right. Well, until next time, folks, thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. And like I said, thank you for listening. And I think that'll do it this week for this week's podcast. Yeah. So until next time for This Could Get Weird, I am Adam Stone.
I'm Adam Blow.
Stay weird, everyone.
Peace.